Sahlberg is a professor at Harvard University's Graduate School of Education. During the last 2 decades, he has analyzed education reforms around the world and has worked with education leaders in the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, the Middle East, Africa, and Asia. His book, Finnish Lessons, won the Grawemeyer Award for an idea that has the potential to change the world.
Sahlberg believes that there is a way to improve education systems, one that is different from the market-based reform ideology. He believes that education systems can be heightened by improving the teaching force, limiting student testing, placing responsibility before accountability, investing in equity, and handing over school and district level leadership to experienced education professionals.
Successful teacher candidates must possess high scores, positive personalities, excellent interpersonal skills, and a commitment to work as a teacher in school. Without the excellent teachers that Finland has, the educational achievement that they have sustained would have been impossible. All Finnish teachers must also hold a master's degree, and only 1 in 10 applicants are accepted into the teacher education program. Sahlberg also states that teachers are assessed professionals, similar to doctors and engineers.
Limiting student testing. Consequences of the high-stakes testing environment include avoidance of risk-taking, increased boredom, and fear. Teachers tend to redesign their teaching according to these tests, hold higher priorities to those subjects that are tested, and adjust teaching methods to drill and memorize information instead of understanding knowledge. Finland students take one standardized exam called the matriculation examination. Exam includes issues related to evolution, losing a job, sex, drugs, violence, war, and political issues. This exam is a measure of the students' general academic maturity, including their readiness to continue their studies in higher education.
Placing responsibility before accountability. Curriculum planning is the responsibility of the teachers, schools, and municipalities. Finland uses trust-based accountability, which uses John Dewey's constructivist philosophies and allows schools to create a culture where students learn by doing. Less teaching hours equals more opportunity for teachers to engage in school improvement and curriculum. When teachers have more control over curriculum, design, teaching methods, and student assessment, they are more inspired to teach.
Sahlberg firmly believes that the greater the equity, the better the school. Equity in education means that all students must have access to a high-quality education, regardless of where they live, who their parents may be, or what school they attend. The Finnish experience shows that consistent focus on equity and cooperation, not choice and completion, can lead to an educational system where all children learn well. Sahlberg also states that Finnish schools have the lowest rate of poverty in the world, and that their special education program in Finland is for all students, based on the assumption that at some point of our lives, all of us need support and help to move forward. Equity just simply means that it offers students access to equal opportunities.
Handing over school and district level leadership to experienced education professionals. According to Sahlberg, school principals must be qualified to teach in the schools that they lead, and they must have strong track records as teachers. Anyone going into any job in the field of education must understand the systemic, interdisciplinary nature of educational practice.
In Finnish Lessons 2.0, Sahlberg was successful in providing evidence that supported his thesis. American schools are much different than the ones Sahlberg describes in Finland. Americans are affected by market-based education reform models, where Finland finds the components of these educational systems unconvincing. The lessons that this book presents hold promise for America, but they also call for practice. Public education systems are in a crisis in many parts of the world. Sahlberg provided to us that by improving the teaching force, limiting student testing to a necessary minimum, placing responsibility and trust for accountability, investing in equity in education, and handing over school and district level leadership to educational professionals, that we can improve our education systems.